And we begin this Friday at 5 with plans to possibly roll back phase 3 of reopening in some parts of Connecticut. And some communities are now grappling with how to handle reopening and a rising COVID cases.
And Governor Ned Lamont is leaving it up to local officials right now to decide whether to put things on pause themselves. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is live. He's in New London tonight, where they do plan to move forward. Mike?
Yes, and Mark and Aaron, that is not a decision that the city is making lightly. They are taking steps to try to get this mini outbreak under control, including having testing around the city for people to find out if they have COVID. But many of the restaurants here in New London say that it is important that the city move forward with phase 3.
Just common sense and be careful. And
Barry Neistat making a plea for people to follow CDC guidelines. New London is dealing with a rise in COVID-19 cases just as his Muddy Waters Cafe is allowed to expand seating capacity with phase 3 of our reopening. Governor Ned Lamont saying Tuesday that cities and towns can decide how to handle a rise in cases.
But in those areas that have that higher daily cases, like the 4 towns we just mentioned, we're thinking about allowing that to be at their discretion.
New London Mayor Michael Pissarro is going forward with phase 3, raising indoor capacity at restaurants and some other businesses from 50 to 75%. The other towns Lamont named, Wyndham, Norwich, and Preston. We reached out to those but got no response.
We are looking at our data almost daily and responding to those increases where they might occur.
The local health district is working to get the rise under control. This includes testing sites around the city, trying to get a sense of how widespread it is. Neistat is worried going back to phase 2 will hurt business, especially as fall temperatures make outdoor seating less attractive.
to tell people, one day you can go 75% and then go back 2 days later is, I don't know, the message is it's a tough message.
But people at one of New London's testing sites had mixed feelings about what to do.
I do think that we're going a little too fast, with the restaurants and things like that. It's probably not a smart thing to do.
Now we just got to rely that people are going to do the right thing. Wear their masks, wash their hands, social distance. It's not a rocket science thing to do.
Now, believe it or not, even in the restaurant industry, there is some disagreement on how to handle this rise in cases. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, I'll introduce you to one owner who says that it's best to slow down on the reopening. Live from New London, Mike Savino, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.